morning students, once again a very warm welcome to the English world of Aradhya. Myself Rasmin sir, imparting knowledge of English to the students of 9 to 12 standard in English medium. Students, in my previous video we had already discussed the topic question tag. It must be fresh in your mind. Now today we will take up your another topic, interrogative into assertive or assertive into interrogative, because it can be asked both the ways, students. Either you may be asked to convert a sentence into interrogative, or you may be asked to convert a sentence into assertive. So students, before we go for this, let me make it clear to you which are the different types of sentences. First of all, what is a sentence? So sentence, most of you know, is a group of words having a complete meaning. Okay, a group of words, but it does not have any complete meaning, then it is not called a sentence. It is called jumbled words. Okay, for example, I to church go. So here group of words is there, but you see they are not making a complete sense because they are not arranged in a proper order. But when we say I go to church, then it makes a complete sense. So that will be a sentence. Then coming to the types of sentences, you see students, there are basic four types of the sentences. One is assertive sentence, second interrogative, third imperative, and fourth exclamatory. Now assertive sentence means a statement. Okay, it can be positive also, it can be negative also. For example, I teach English. You learn different subjects in school. Okay, he doesn't show his interest in any subject, so here it is a negative statement. Okay, he was not present in the meeting, that is also a negative assertive sentence. Then coming to the interrogative sentences, you see students, now in interrogative sentences there are two types. One is yes no question and another is WH question, but in both we have got positive question as well as negative. For example, are you his lawyer? Wasn't he present in the meeting? So here it is a negative question, yes no question. Then WH question, you see the questions beginning with who, what, when, where, why, how, these are called negative WH questions. They can be also positive also, negative also. For example, when do you begin your work? Why don't you come with us? So these are the positive WH question as well as negative. Then coming to the imperative sentence, third type. Now imperative sentence is nothing but, students, a request, an order, a command, an instruction, all these things are there in imperative sentences. And you see they can also be positive also, negative also. For example, shut the door, don't disturb him, okay, do your work quietly, don't go out of this class now, right now. Okay, so students, these are the positive imperative sentences as well as negative. And fourth type is what? Exclamatory sentence. Now in exclamatory sentence, what we have? We have a feeling of shock, surprise, okay, disgust, like, dislike, all those things we get in exclamatory sentences. But in exclamatory sentence, we don't have negative sentence. Exclamatory sentences are always positive. And you have one particular question where you are asked to convert an exclamatory sentence into assertive. As we are doing interrogative into assertive, there is one more question where you are asked to convert an exclamatory into assertive or an assertive into an exclamatory sentence. Understood, students? So that all we will see in my next video. Right now we will just continue with the interrogative into assertive. Now students, with this introduction, if we go ahead, let me remind you, in our previous video I had taught you what? Question tag. Now what was the basic rule in question tag? If the given sentence, assertive sentence, is positive, its question tag is negative. And if the given assertive sentence is negative, then its question tag is positive. So that way, keeping that rule in mind, we were just adding question tag. And remember, many of the students get confused. When you are asked to convert it into interrogative, many of the students add only question tag. Now question tag is different and converting into interrogative is also different. In question tag, we are adding just two words at the end of the sentence. Okay, one is the helping verb, proper helping verb, and second is the pronoun suitable to the subject. For example, he doesn't love maths. So does he? Because sentence is positive, so question tag is negative. So does was already given as helping verb, we used it. Okay. Then you are a winner. So aren't you? Are is given, sentence is positive, we are making negative question tag. But in question tag we are adding only two words. But here in interrogative sentence, when you are asked to convert a given sentence into interrogative, you will have to write the complete sentence. Okay, only two words will not do. So first this difference you keep in mind. Then in question tag you are supposed to add only two words, while in making interrogative you are supposed to change their given sentence into a question. So here also students, the basic rule is same. And what is the basic rule over here? That when the given interrogative sentence is positive, its assertive is negative. And when the given interrogative sentence is negative, its assertive is positive. Okay, it can be the other way around also. Students, you may be given the assertive sentence and you are asked to convert it into interrogative. So here you see, if assertive is negative, its interrogative will be positive. If assertive is positive, its interrogative will be negative. So both the ways it can be done. Okay, when one is positive, another will be negative. That's what you keep in mind for the time being. Okay, let me write a few examples. You must be aware, students, then in most of the tenses, whether it is continuous tenses or perfect tenses, you see helping verb is already given. Okay, so you are supposed to use the same helping verb by adding not in that sentence. Then it will become a negative question. Okay, if the given sentence is already a negative question, then when you convert it into assertive, you just remove that not and your assertive is ready. Okay, similarly same thing happens in auxiliaries also. Now auxiliaries means can, could, may, might, should, would, all these are called auxiliaries. So there also you are supposed to use the same auxiliary. For example, you must follow the rules. So must is given over here as an auxiliary. So here students, must only you are supposed to use in making interrogative. That we will bring front. Mustn't you follow the rules? Okay. So in the end we will put a question tag. So the same basic rule is applicable over here also. Now sometimes the question might arise, sir, when we can say the certain things in assertive form, why should we use interrogation form? So the students, the answer is the interrogation form has more effect on the listener. Okay, for example, if you want to say, if you want to tell someone, you come with us. But if you say the same thing in interrogation form, why don't you come with us? So that has more effect. If you are speaking to a large group and if you say that whatever I say is right, so it may not have much effect on the people. Okay, it might create a negative impression that this fellow thinks that he only knows something. But if you put the same thing into interrogation form, don't you think whatever I say is right? Now this sentence will have more effect on the audience. So that's why interrogation form is used. Here answer is so common that everyone knows it. So the interrogative sentences are not used over here to get the answer. The answer is common, everyone knows it. For example, who will call his mother a witch? Now the answer is so common that no one will call his mother a witch. But then also students, you see, that is asked. Why? To have more effect on the listener. So here interrogative sentences are normally asked to create a better effect or to make your point more effective. Okay. Now students, when we convert it, I'll just write a few examples so that it can be very clear in your mind. As I told you, in most of the tenses and auxiliaries, the helping verb is already given and same helping verb we are supposed to use. For example, you write he is a successful businessman. Now students, when you look at this sentence, you see it begins with the subject and ends in full stop. From that you can make out that this is what? An assertive sentence. When you have to convert it into interrogative, this helping verb is already given. Same you are supposed to bring front. Now this will be the pattern for most of the sentences where helping verb is given. Okay, so isn't he a successful businessman? And it will end with question mark. So students, here this question mark is very important. So this is called an interrogative sentence. Okay, plain truth was given to you that he is a successful businessman, and when you converted it into interrogative, you just brought is front and connected not with it. You can write this not separately also. For example, is he not a successful businessman? So student, this is also right. Okay, you can write isn't together, or you can separate it is and not, you can separate it, then also it is right. But the basic idea is, here in the given assertive sentence it was positive, we made it negative while converting into interrogative. Okay, similarly you can take any other sentence. Okay, he will help us in our troubles. Okay, students, so here you see this is also again assertive sentence. This is second example. Now again here helping verb is will, which is already given. So you can just take it together also, and you can write it separately also. Now if you remember students, short form of will not, I already taught you in question type. Short form of will not is won't. So you can begin your sentence with won't also. Won't he help us in our troubles? Question mark. And as I told you, like this sentence you can write it separately also. Will he not help us in our troubles? Okay, so students, here you see this, both are the examples of interrogative sentences. Okay, whether you write in the combined form or whether you separate not from the auxiliary, both are right. Okay, so here we have seen just two examples of assertive converting into interrogative. Both the sentences were positive. Now instead, if you just write over here that he is not a successful businessman, then students, what will come? Then suppose your sentence is having not, so here it will become positive. That's it. Because given interrogative assertive sentence is having not, so it is what? A negative interrogative assertive sentence. When you change it into interrogative, that not will be removed. So is he a successful businessman? Similarly here, if it is there, he will not help us. So here you will have to write, will he help us? Will he help us? Okay. Here also we will just remove the not. So both will be the same. Okay students, just keep this thing in mind. Now all this is clear. Similarly, if the example of, I'm just dropping it, perfect tense or continuous tense is given, then also it is quite easy. Any other auxiliary is taken, then also students it is very easy, because all these helping verbs are given in the sentence. Okay, for example, if you take the example of perfect tense, you have completed your projects. Okay, now see students, this is again an assertive sentence, positive assertive sentence. So when you are asked to convert it into interrogative, have is already given, so you will begin your interrogative with have only. Haven't you, because this is positive, so here it will become negative. Haven't you completed your projects? Okay students, so this has become your interrogative. So the fact everyone knows that you have completed your projects. The same thing when you are converting into assertive interrogative, it would be like this: haven't you completed your projects? And as I told you, you can write it separately also. Have you not completed your project? Okay, so students, this is also right. Similarly, here if we take the example of a continuous tense, you are learning different subjects in school. Okay, now this is your assertive sentence. When you are converting it into interrogative, okay, what happens over here? R is already given, so R is your helping verb. You begin with that only. Aren't you learning different subjects in school? Okay, and you can separate not also over here. Are you not learning different subjects in school? Okay students, now these two are your interrogative sentences. I already told you. So this way also it can be written. You can write not together also and not separate also. But when you write it separately, make sure that are and not both will not come together. Aren't can be written together, but are not won't come together. Understood? Students, excuse me. Yes, students, once again, we will continue with the same topic. There was some emergency. Okay, so here I already told you auxiliary or the helping verb, whatever you call, is already given. So there you won't have any problem. So that way, any sentence you can convert into, students, interrogative or assertive. Now, basically, where you will have a little problem. If you know the tenses well, if you know all the helping verbs, I don't think you will have any problem in any given sentence. A little problem you might find in the sentences where helping verb is not given. And this I had made it clear even in question type. Okay, sentences of simple present tense and simple past tense which are showing action, they don't have helping verbs. So there you will have to be careful. Okay, once again I will revise the same thing. For example, he eats fast food, okay, every day. Now this is your students' assertive sentence. It ends with full stop. So this is your assertive sentence. Now you see over here in this particular sentence there is नो एमर इज, नो वॉज वर, नो हैव हैज हैड, नो शुड वुड कुड, ऐसा कोई भी वर्ड नहीं दिया है. सो व्हेन दीज वर्ड्स आर नॉट गिवन, यू हैव टू लुक एट द main verb. Now main verb over here is its. Okay, so remember that whenever the verb is having s, es or is in the end, so there you are supposed to begin its interrogative with doesn't. Okay, because sentence is positive, so here you are supposed to make it negative, so here we will use doesn't. Why? The verb is taking s, the verb is taking s, es or is, then you are supposed to use doesn't. Okay, so doesn't he eat fast food every day? Okay, students, now you see, now it is clear. So even when the helping verb is not given, if this knowledge you have, that when the verb takes s, es or is, we are supposed to use does, and when the verb doesn't take anything in the end, then we take do, and when the verb is given in the past form, then we take did. So these three particular types, students, you will have to pay attention, and this can be written by putting not separately also. For example, does he not eat fast food every day? Okay, students, so these two are your interrogative. Okay, students, either you can take combined form doesn't, or you can separate does and not. But when you separate does and not, in between the subject will come. Here the subject is he, so this way only it will be right. If you write does not he eat, then it is wrong. Okay, now let's take up another example. They always play attacking cricket. So this is again your interrogative, assertive sentence. Sorry, students. They always play attacking cricket. It ends with full stop, begins with the subject they. So here you see the main verb is play. Now play doesn't have anything in the end. Play is written in its original form only. So in such sentences you will have to use do. Okay. Since the sentence is positive, its interrogative would be negative. So don't. So don't they always play attacking cricket? Okay, so students, here your interrogative is ready. Sentence is positive, interrogative is negative. In these sentences you see, when helping verb was not given, we used doesn't and don't. Okay, still students, if we talk of the simple past tense, okay, I think this much is clear. Okay, if you want to write this separately, that also we can do. Do they not always play attacking cricket? So here, students, we have taken not separately. Okay, do they not always play attacking cricket? So that also can be done. Now the third type I told you, that is what, where the helping verb is not given, we are supposed to use any helping verb. That is in simple past tense. You see, all those sentences where the main verb is given in the past form, they are the sentences of simple past tense. For example, he sang a ghazal in the competition. Okay, now students, here this is your assertive sentence. He sang a ghazal in the competition. Again, in this sentence there is no helping verb, so you'll have to look at the main verb. Main verb is sang. Sang is what? Sang is the past form of sing, and the third form of it is still different. Okay, sing, sang, sung. Third form is sung. Here we are given second form, sang. So here it suggests that it is the sentence of simple past tense. So whenever the verb is given in simple past tense, we use did. And since the sentence is positive, we will have to make it negative. So that's why question will be negative. So it will be like this. Didn't he sing a ghazal in the competition? Okay, question mark, students. Okay, you can write it separately also. Did he not sing a ghazal in the competition? Okay, students, so these three types of sentences you have to keep in mind. Okay, when the verb takes s, es or ies, or when the verb does not take anything, or when the verb is given in the past tense. So you just remember when you are supposed to add did, when you are supposed to use don't, or when you are supposed to use doesn't. And I guarantee you students, in your exams also like this sentences only will be asked, because in all the remaining sentences you have got what? The helping verb. Okay, for example, this is not the way to behave. So is this the way to behave? Sentence was negative, so its interrogative became positive. This is not the way to behave. So is was already given. So we began the interrogative with is only, we just removed not. Is this the way you should behave? This is not the way you should behave. Okay. So in all the remaining sentences I told you helping verb is given. Only it is not given when the sentence is given in simple past tense or in simple present tense. So students, these three distinct types I just request you to keep in mind. Okay. Then you won't have any problem in converting any assertive sentence into interrogative, or any interrogative sentence converting into any assertive. Again, you remember when this interrogative is given, negative interrogative is given, and if you are supposed to convert it into assertive, so that time didn't is removed, and your main verb sing, that will be converted into simple past form. Here also, when negative assertive sentence, negative interrogative sentence is given, and if you are asked to convert it into assertive, don't will be removed and the verb will not take anything. When doesn't is there, so doesn't will be removed, but the verb will take s, es or ies. So when you are asked to change, do the reverse, then you will have to keep those changes also in mind. Understood? So these three distinct types, students, you keep in mind. I'll also give you a lot of practice of such sentences so that it can be crystal clear in your mind. So far that much is there. Still there are different types of interrogative sentences which we need to convert into assertive. Okay, so all those sentences we will see in my next video. So till that time, students, stay fit, stay fine. Have a good day. God bless you. Thank you. Take care.